We're live! Hi, everybody!
Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday! Look who we have with us.
We've got the old so-and-so is here in person.
Yep.
In person.
Yep. If all of y'all have not watched Susan's YouTube channel, this is what Susan looks like.
Right there in the chat. So you can
Yeah, and she's in the chat. So.
Mm.
How are all of you guys doing? How's your weekend?
I had a fantastic weekend.
Do you want to share?
I had a lovely date, and I went to the flea market and found some goodies.
Awesome.
With Laura yesterday morning. I started getting my house ready for a certain visitor to come.
Who could that be?
I don't know. And that's about it.
Yeah.
It's time to plant my roses because it's finally getting warm and should hopefully not freeze again.
Yeah. But I want to say hi to everybody.
Kathy. Sheila's here.
Denise.
Laura, keep your emojis to yourself.
Twist. Hello. How are you? And Sheila. Laura. Okay. That's all who I'm seeing in the chat. So obviously, if you watched the Instagram, you know that I had a busy weekend with Michelle Pummel. And I think I got a lot of sun because I'm extra pink. I don't think that's from running around. I think that's actual sun. So it was fun, but I need to get a video together. I don't want to talk too much about it, but we just ran around, did antiquing stuff. So pretty much what you would expect.
I assume you're having some water.
I'm having water. Yeah.
I'm having one of my Angelatinis, and I lined the rim with some raw honey. Which is absolutely delicious.
Wow. Okay. I definitely want to try that. Okay. So Marcy popped in, but we also have Harold popping in. Hi, Harold. Welcome.
Did we miss anybody at the top?
I don't think so. Okay.
Twist and Denise and
yeah,
we got everybody.
So what do you think, Susan? Are you happy I'm here?
Oh yes, we're gonna have a ball. You better rest up tonight. Oh my gosh.
I got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. There she is. There's Michelle. Look, I'm here. I made it. Susan's here. Oh, she misses me already. I fell apart, you guys, when I was leaving Michelle. I was getting all sentimental. And usually I can keep it together, but I don't know.
It sounds like you guys had lots of fun.
We really did. I had a great time. I think she did too. It's fun. And I can't wait to hang out with Susan. And then I can't wait to hang out with you. It's just, I have so much fun on my agenda.
Do you want to know your surprise now?
It's like fun overload. Do I want to know my surprise?
Mm-hmm. I will be off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh my God. Angela. Yes. Honey, I don't know if I can handle it. I was like, okay, I can at least have some days where I can like try to edit and put together.
Oh no, we can be boring. We can be boring together.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to edit videos and.
Karina, look, I'm with Susan. So that is awesome, Angela. So we're going to just be up to all kinds of shenanigans. I am anticipating a lot of Instagram reels.
Mischief.
Yes. Mischief will not be managed. It's going to be.
Oh, it will be managed. It will be fully managed.
It will be mischief unleashed. Hey, Gabby. Hi, Gabby. How are you? So
It's so funny to see the time lapse
Oh,
from there, from my laptop.
yes. Yes. That's why I need it muted, because it would just be an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in Susan's kitchen, and you guys, it looks exactly like it does on her channel. But it's like some sort of 3D vivid experience. It does not come off the same way on screen as it does when you're actually sitting in it. It's so much cooler and better. And I cannot wait to sleep in my room, you guys.
Hey, Angela.
That room. Angela. We have to coordinate too, Angela. May 20th. I want to see Angela for at least an hour on my way to Wisconsin. I've got a lot on the agenda.
The antique agenda is full.
It's full.
Yes.
It's overflowing. It's to the brim. Oops. I knocked a scoop off of her. You guys,
you're not gonna hurt it. My grandson comes in and he just touches and plays with everything, and I'm like, okay, just put it back when you're finished.
words to live by for all of us, really.
Put it back when you're finished.
Put it back when you're finished. Yes. Okay.
Gary's here too.
Oh,
Susan's channel, Marcy, is the old so and so.
yes.
I will drop it in the chat.
Okay. Perfect.
Do you want to get started?
Yes. Am I missing anything? Says, have I got to sit on the famous back deck yet? Yes, Kathy, I have.
That deck looks fantastic.
Oh, yes. I have a lot of plans to enjoy that deck. It was the first thing I told her when I was walking up. I hadn't even brought really anything in yet. I just said, I've been fantasizing about this deck for weeks now. Let's see. How can you see Angela in West on your way to Wisconsin when you're coming from Colorado? Because I'm in Tennessee.
She's in Tennessee now. She left Colorado on Friday.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
in Missouri.
yeah, you're gonna see videos of what I'm doing. I just need to have time to edit them and get it out. But I drove from Colorado to Missouri. And then this morning I left Missouri, which is Pummel's Antiquities in the chat. And then I came to Lebanon, Tennessee. And then from here, I'm going to Morgantown, West Virginia for our 1-year anniversary next week.
Our B&B anniversary.
Our show's anniversary is going to be on Angela's channel next week. So it'll be fun. Yes, I know, Gabby. So fun. Okay. Did we do some segments, or is there any more questions? Do you have anything to add?
Do you have any burning questions
I'm
for
ready
us?
to learn. I'm a student over here because every time I watch
Karen!
this, I learn so much.
That's awesome. Well, I do have to preface that the history highlight I picked was in honor of Susan. I wanted to pick something in kind of the primitives category, but I did put it together over a week ago, so it's not particularly fresh in my brain. I might be doing a little more dictation where usually I try to ad lib here and there, but we're going to learn anyway. I got some great information, so it'll be
Malcolm
fun.
is joining us.
Oh, Malcolm!
You see black ears pop up. He's hanging about. Mario's.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, and look, I added 2 more trivets to the wall. This one here.
Oh, wait.
Good.
Oh, shoot. Let me remove it.
And the one on the point. Oh, wait, the one right there. And those were a gift from Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, now we will. Oh, let me. Okay.
So this isn't. I picked this for Mother's Day because my mother loves Mickey Mouse. So even though this was for a bridal shower or what have you, I felt that this would be a table that she would love for Mother's Day. So it's very simple. I like it's kind of a mix of rustic and fancy. So kind of my mom and me together, rustic and fancy.
Aw.
And of course, it's very simple. You know, you can make your own little cupcake toppers. I like the fancy china that they used and the simple burlap runner. But I love the flowers in the mason jars. So just wanted to share that one. Sheila says hi, Malcolm.
You know, I don't have to be in the frame. With
I just
her.
want you to be. So I'm just gonna get a little close.
Okay.
So there's
Okay.
that's my titillating tablescape.
All right.
I love yours.
You know, it's simple, but what I loved is the trinket box on the side. It looked, you know, it's not something you would normally put on a tablescape, but I almost in my head was thinking, oh, that would be, it's like the perfect inspiration piece for the table where, you know, you add that and then pull from it and have teacups and the little cordial glasses and the cherry blossoms. It's just, the cherry blossoms are amazing. I agree. Beautiful. I mean, it's so
They
full.
bring all those colors out, and they just. I don't know. I see like French country.
That decanter is amazing.
You know, fancy but casual. That's beautiful.
I agree. It's like it's fancy.
Yes.
It's fancy but not intimidating. It's
Yes.
It's totally welcoming, and I love the decanter too. All of it together.
It looks like breakfast to me. Like you could just have a little simple. I mean, there's no saying you can't break out the china for a donut.
Why not?
Why not? Do you think? I was thinking that was bread, but maybe those are donuts.
Maybe
Those look like donuts to me.
Maybe they
Or they might be those sesame crust.
Yeah, I thought they were sesame
rings.
seeds. Yeah, pretzels.
I'm going to imagine they're donuts.
Okay, we're gonna imagine donuts.
Donuts.
I would absolutely love this as a breakfast.
Yes.
Plus tea for two.
With a quiche.
Yeah, but maybe a little mimosa in the small.
In the flash glasses there.
Yes.
The ruby. That might be ruby stain, actually. They look older, but they're lovely.
But yeah, it's a great mix. Nothing is matching. It's just things that obviously they hadn't put together, but it's so charming and romantic. I like it.
Sheila, I've been looking. So y'all remember a few weeks ago I did handkerchiefs, and then this popped up on a feed, and somebody wanted to display their handkerchiefs, but they still wanted to be able to use them, and they really wanted you to see the detail on the corners, which is usually where most of it is. And they found this is one of those collectible spoon holders, and it's just perfect. And so after she filled out that one, she started on a lookout, because I have actually run across these spoon holders, and I'm like, what can I use that for? Handkerchiefs. Yeah, Michelle, we went to a not a flea market, a swap meet, and she just picked one up to do this very thing. I really like these pictures you chose, though. I love the wood on the one on the left, and I love the trough of the blue, where there's like a little, you know, you could put little flowers. There's a little trough in the wooden one too, but it's not as deep. It's not as deep as the one in this.
Oh, I like that. I like the trough, because usually I see the spoon holders with no trough, just kind of a flat board.
Well, I've seen, actually, the one I ran across at Goodwill was the outline of the U.S. because it was for the 50 state spoons.
Oh, that's
what if you, instead of collecting spoons, you collect a handkerchief from all the states you visit.
I'm loving that. That is genius.
Yeah. So much better than the spoons.
I mean,
because you could even get like a fabric marker, and on like one of the back corners, you can put, you know, when you got it, and you know, and then there's more context.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes. I want a trough.
Yes.
But I think that's genius. I've seen this idea before, but I have never seen a United States spoon holder for hankies from every state.
No.
That's genius.
Now I've got those strange spoons, but
Strange
I
spoons.
still wouldn't put them in that. I'd put them in a little small crock, but I think the hankies are perfect.
Yeah. I love hankies.
Yeah.
I mean, when I think about what have I bought the most of when I go to estate sales, and it's hankies.
Mhm.
I think the most I've ever bought like hankies, because that one estate sale I bought like 60 hankies, and it was like I couldn't help myself. There was boxes, and I just kept seeing pretty one after pretty one after pretty one, and like I couldn't stop myself.
I know you could do so much with them. You can make dolls out of them, angels. You can frame them.
I love
put them around your bun on your, ponytail.
I like the lavender sachets and things like that, where you just use them as sachets in the drawer. I think is great. I love just sticking them out of stuff for color. I have a yellow one out right now in my crystal pitcher.
Great.
So good.
So good.
So good. Okay. Oh, yes. So I chose for celebrating collections Treen bread knives and breadboards. And I had never heard of the word treen until I saw in this winter issue of the Cottage Journal. It's a magazine. I hadn't heard them use the word treen, which apparently just means handmade wood.
Yeah, well, I only know because there's a local crafter couple who make treen ware. So
okay. So, but these specifically, these treen bread knives and the breadboards, they're beautiful for one thing. They work in all sorts of cottage decor. So like I like English cottage, French provincial, works for it. You love more like American farmhouse, primitive. It works great for you. Yeah. I mean, they're beautiful. They're handmade antiques. The only thing is they're already collectible and expensive.
I don't know. I found one that says bread.
Yeah, the breadboards. That's the one.
And I got lucky and got it for $8.
Okay, I want one for $8. If I look on,
I will look.
If I look on Etsy, it's going to be $100.
Really?
Sometimes more, like over $100.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have a good piece. Very good. For $8, even better. But yeah, I love the.
Well, that's the thing. But if you keep your eye out at estate sales and stuff, you like look through the utensils because you never know,
right,
what you could have.
I completely agree. The picture of the ironstone pitcher with all of the bread knives is from the Cottage Journal, and that is what really got me. I said, I just love it. I love all of the carving coming out of there. There's something about utensils in a container. I just love it.
And wood.
All of my favorite things.
Yes. I want to go get that magazine now.
Well, it's the winter issue, but you might be able to find it online or I'm not sure.
Probably.
But yes, I like these a lot. Ooh. You went bohemian today.
Yeah, there was just something about the picture on the left that looked real cozy. I mainly picked two pictures where I wanted to sit down and read. So it just wasn't anything particular. I loved the rug in both and how it was mixed with, the natural looking pot holders. They both look like happy, serene places.
They do.
And I needed that.
The rug I love the colors in the rug.
Muted.
I love the colors. Yes.
You know what? I'm weird. I like carpets that look like they have age on them. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They both do.
The carpet in my living room
it had a life.
Yeah, is similar, where it's kind of an orange, but it's corally orange because of the wear, and then it's more navy instead of teal. But
it is similar to my chair. Wait till you see Heather's video.
Oh no, I didn't video it. We just took a picture and sent it to you.
You didn't?
That was just for you. I just said that to you because I thought it would be funny.
You should post it on Instagram. You should be like,
oh, but not everybody watches our show, so they just be like, I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Just chair.
We're missing out. They're so missing out.
Yeah, I sat in a chair that chair that's Angela's balloon special chair.
Yeah,
we saw one at the antique store, and so I sat in it.
But it was
a cane.
A cane version.
It was a cane.
Oh, is that the one that goes big?
Yes.
Oh, I gave 2 of those away.
No.
Oh no, she's talking about the peacock chair. This is a balloon.
it was
it
a
comes
peacock.
up over.
Oh, those. Okay.
They went like this.
Why would you do that? I would have taken
They were not my style. They were in
Susan,
the house that we bought. And there's no telling how much money they were when you
minimum 300 a piece.
Yeah. Oh, and they had awesome upholstery on it. Like
So
some kind of red and green flowers.
Wow. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. We've all done it. We've all given away stuff we regretted, or
Right. I didn't regret it.
I get it.
You guys regretted it because
it.
I got rid of it.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
Yeah,
that's true. The chair I sat in, first of all, it was like $1,200. And so Michelle took a picture of me in it, and we sent it to Angela, and we were pretending like we were like, guess what we bought? I'm like, we didn't buy it.
Yeah, I got a good deal on my chair. But so, Laura and I go shopping every Sunday, and we went to the flea market, and a guy had a number of really cool things that I wanted. That I didn't buy because I didn't take enough cash with me. Probably a good thing. But this left-hand one are cute little birdhouses where he used, random. I'm not that good with accents.
Twist thought that your accent was coming out of Angela's mouth. She's like, wait a minute.
What is that? A special
Susan!
effect.
Hey,
It's
Susan!
A special effect.
Okay, so back to the flea market.
So the leftist birdhouses using, upcycled doorknobs, door plates.
Yeah,
cute. But on the right, I didn't even. So Heather sent me before she left her topic for this week. I didn't open it, and I saw this, and I posted it. And then she posted her thing about her topic today, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But this is not an antique weather vane. It is. He upcycled these pieces. So on the bottom where the directions are, it was a candelabra, and then he cut out the letters. The round portion was 2 candle holders that he merged together. And then the brass unicorn, we've all seen them in different kinds, and he made that the top.
Wow.
And I thought it was fun.
It is fun. I wonder if did someone buy it? Do you know if it disappeared?
No, he was packing up as we were there. And it was still available. I didn't get his name or anything.
Oh.
He was busy loading his van up, but if he's there next week, well, the Bower needs a weather vane.
I mean, it would be perfect, to be truthful. It would be perfect.
So,
all right.
Segue.
Perfect segue. Thank you, Angela. So, I obviously picked antique weather vanes. So, I'm not looking at current things out there. We're looking at antique pieces. And we're going to start with a little history. So, we're starting in Greece with the astronomer Andronicus of Cyrus. And he made this tower here, or conceived. I mean, he didn't make it himself, obviously. But he designed this tower, and it's called the Tower of the Winds. and it is octagonal, and it was a clock tower basically in the Roman Agora in Athens. And it functioned as a horologion, which is basically a timepiece. And it is considered the world's first meteorological station. So on top of this tower, there were figures carved around the sides, and they were representing the 8 deities of the wind. On top of it, ages ago, apparently, there was a bronze figure of Triton up there. And in his hand was a rod, and that would turn and point to different deities and different sections. And so the historians consider this the first weather vane known to exist.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Ignore that.
So the first weather vane, apparently they have no idea what happened to it. So Triton is missing. But the tower still stands.
It's because his daughter Ariel made a deal with a sea witch and things just went down. That's what happened.
Yeah. Yes. Hi, Amy. It's good to have you. Thanks for popping in. And I saw Edward come in. Hi, Edward. Okay. I'm trying to stay focused. Okay. So this this name here, Shem, I don't know if you pronounce it drown or drone, but he is a prominent figure in American weather vanes. Obviously, weather vanes were in Europe and England. There's a whole history of, in England, weather vanes, all the roosters. There's a whole history of it, but I couldn't do all of it, so I kind of skipped it. But in England, they don't call them weather vanes. They call them weather cockerels or weather cocks because there were so many roosters, and there's a history about it. So if you're interested in that, I encourage you to go research that. But I kind of just wanted to segue from the first weather vane that they consider existing, and then we're popping over here to America. And on the right here, these 4 weather vanes were all made by Shem Drown. So he was a coppersmith in Boston's North End, and these are just very famous pieces. So I thought it would be good to share. The Indian is on the Providence House, which is now the governor's residence. Let's see, the rooster is in Cambridge, and these are all 1721, 1740. These are old, pieces of history, and they're large. They're not a little small thing for your chicken coop. These are large pieces that you could see from a large top of the building. And what did they say? They said that Shem Drone isn't known. I mean, he's known, but not a lot of people know about him unless you're a huge weather vane collector.
Yeah, I never would have.
Yeah. And I thought this was interesting because the grasshopper was very famous. And this grasshopper popped up after several years. So during nearly 300 years since the construction of the hall where the first grasshopper is adorning.
Faneuil Hall.
Faneuil Hall, thank you. After 200 years after the destruction of the mansion, Heather, your mouth. This grasshopper here at Sotheby's, I guess, disappeared into obscurity but popped up in Massachusetts in 1900 by some guy named Captain Lucius Bradford found it, who was told that it was on top of a barn in New Hampshire. And he had it inside his house as a decoration, and it was inherited by family and was passed down through the generations until recently, where it was purchased by the current owner, who decided to put this up for auction this year, January. This elusive other Shem Drone grasshopper weather vane. And I found the listing of like the auction being advertised, but I couldn't find an actual bid, like an end price. Like I don't know what it went for. I couldn't find it anywhere. All I found was the estimate. And I'm so curious to know who bought it and how much did they pay for this thing? But it's really neat. It's 42 inches long. No, it's one of those things where sometimes when you're researching online, you see more of the advertisement. So Sotheby's advertisement was how I found it. And they're the one who told me the history. It wasn't like the history of Weathervanes. It's just, I came across this ad where it's saying this is a twin of the original grasshopper vein. And they had a provenance for it. But I guess it wasn't really in the news of people weren't interested. So I couldn't find anything on what the final auction end price was. So I would love to know. I guess I could call up Sotheby's, try to dig further. But I thought that was neat because I had just, came upon it and it was such a recent auction. So I know I'm doing a lot of history on this one, guys, but I am showing some pictures at the end. But I did want to just talk about kind of how antique Weathervanes and Weathervanes started getting appreciated as art in the first place. And it kind of happened in the 20s and 30s. And I picked this. There are obviously other dealers out there, but this dealer, Edith Halpert, she was a modern art collector, but there was an artist who kind of got her excited about the interest in folk art and specifically Weathervanes. And so she, in the 1920s, 1930s, she conducted business in New York City. And Edith is the one who got the wealthier collectors interested. So Abby Aldrich Rockefeller, she started buying Weathervanes and was interested in folk art. And then later on, she founded the Museum of Modern Art. And that's where their huge collection of folk art and Weathervanes are in colonial Williamsburg. And then she also was the purveyor of Weathervanes for Electra Havemeyer Webb. And she has a museum with a huge collection of Weathervanes in Vermont. So it's just interesting of how, kind of the way the artists are looking at things, what's getting them excited. I think it's interesting that the modern artists were getting excited about the primitive artwork and appreciating the handmade stuff, like a little bit after the William Morris phenomenon. But I think
is this the arts and crafts era?
It's after, because the arts and crafts was more in the 1850s, 60s, 70s, right in there.
I think it's probably that generational come around. Like they remembered it as a kid, and
yeah. And I also wanted to share just like it was all these women who were influential in getting the art collection of antique Weathervanes that we know today, in museums. So these two ladies, Cordelia Hamilton and Adele Ernest, they were also passionate about folk art and specifically Weathervanes. And so they started scouting trips going up New York and New England right during the wars. And there was a quote said, "The more we asked and looked for Weathervanes, the more we realized the fascinating varieties and shapes, techniques, and subject matter." And they're responsible for holding exhibitions in New York and doing a traveling exhibition. And then eventually in 1961, they got together with other supporters and were able to put together the Folk Art Museum in New York, the Early American Folk Art Museum. So that's how Weathervanes started to become appreciated as art.
Look at the foxes.
I know. Yeah. So these are just the really excellent pieces that you might see. Well, the foxes. These were more common country themes. I want to just touch on. You're going to see
Horses.
For antique things. Yes, the horses, the horse and cart, and of course the cockerel, the rooster. Those are common, but there were a lot of other animals, and the foxes I thought were gorgeous.
They're so pretty. I love the weathered one.
I know. So yeah, they're molded copper, 22 and a half inches long, and it's a private collection. But
I'm confused by this cow.
I'm thinking if I was wondering, seeing the picture of the two of them, they're holding a cow. I'm wondering if that's the same cow. Because
oh man, it does look like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, because these pieces were in the museum collections that were founded by these women in the 30s.
I have to ask my dad. I'm sure there's a breed where the females have horns, but
yeah,
not very many.
I don't know. But you can see how beautiful the mold, the sculpt on the mold. You know, this is not something that you just see in your everyday antique mall.
Is it almost like the repoussé? What do you call it?
I think you could consider it repoussé in a way because it is punched out outward, but I don't know if it might be. Yeah, it could be just like. I was thinking it's just molded on its own, but maybe there's a mold where they just would punch out too. I just don't think they made a lot of copies of them. Like they did a few, but I don't think they did like hundreds and hundreds of them. I don't know, but there certainly are not a lot that you can find.
Usually, like the animal on top is stationary, and it's just there's a
thing that goes around.
The arrow underneath of them is what turns in the wind.
Okay.
I really love this one on the bottom. That's
So these are something that I wasn't really familiar with. These are considered the category of banner weather vanes, and I picked some really interesting decorative ones. But these, as I was looking, these are a little bit easier to find that are actually antique. But they're really interesting. So decorative, very graphic. And I liked all of them, really. I mean, 1840. So really nice examples of craftsmen, arts and crafts. Nordic style, kind of. Yeah, Amy. Especially the ones down at the bottom.
The bottom left just looks so whimsical. Like, I really like it.
Do the weather vanes remind you of tornadoes, Susan?
She says there's not very many there because it's tornado. It wouldn't last.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of these. Oh my gosh, look. Gabby just did research.
Gabby's got it.
200,000. So not as much as they thought.
Oh, wow.
Not as much as they were estimating. That's interesting. Still a lot of money.
That is a lot.
Still
wait, I got that in my back pocket.
Yeah,
you give it to me, Susan. I'll find you a weather vane.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So these are the banner weather vanes. And what else did I grab? Like I said, you guys, I did this a week ago. So I'm kind of flying blind a little bit. All right. So these are just more that are in museum collections that, are just excellent, wonderful examples of the craftsmanship. Just so, don't you just love the theme? Yeah. Riding the horse, riding the car, the hats, the little top hats.
The detail. Look at the wheels on that one.
Yeah. They're amazing, really. I love them. And when they have the green patina, like you said, Angela, don't you love the verdigris?
Yes.
The verdigris on copper.
Yes.
That's that perfect turquoisey green.
Yes.
So good.
Oh.
And this is in the museum collection. So this one is 1909. Oh, they think it was made somewhere between 1909 and 1913.
1910.
It could be 1910. Yeah, I think, and a lot of these weather vanes in these museums, they seem to be they were collected mostly from the East Coast, like up and down. Oh, let's see. And then of course, I found some boats and I liked both of these.
Oh.
They're pretty great.
Oh, the ships. Oh, look at the ships.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Well, and look, the one, is it got like sea dragons following it?
Oh, you know what? I thought that I didn't even look that close, Angela. You're right, because I just zoomed in. They're either seahorses or sea dragons. Yeah, they're dragons. They're creatures. They're serpents.
They're sea serpents.
They're sea serpents.
Sea monsters. They're chasing.
I thought it was waves.
You know, if it's a dragon, I'm gonna see it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Because I just was like, oh, chips. I like these. Okay, these are great.
But then when you got another dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
More dragons. I had to end on our favorite subject matter. Okay. So this one was made, it says the Warren. Oh, so this was in Warren, Pennsylvania. And it was made in 1891. And he just looks like he's a mischief maker. Doesn't he look like a little demon? Did you ever watch? It was made by the Matt Groening, Enchanted on Netflix. Doesn't this remind you of the little demon? Did you watch that?
Yeah, he kind of giving me Mushu vibes as well.
Oh, maybe, yeah, Mushu too. Okay.
A curse on you, a curse on your cow.
But these are the kind of weather vanes that you would love to have on the top of your fantasy home, right? Okay.
Now this reminds me very strongly of the Krakow dragon in Warsaw.
What's the what dragon?
Krakow, Poland.
Okay.
The symbol of their city is a dragon, and at the castle they have this metal dragon that breathes fire regularly, and he looks a lot like this dragon.
Oh, so Amy lives close because Amy lives in Michigan. So this dragon is at the top of the Sir Bennett shop at the Henry Ford Museum at Greenfield. So I guess there's a lot of buildings that are part of the Henry Ford Museum. And so this one is in the Greenfield area, I guess. But really beautiful. And I guess they newly painted it because a lot of these weather vanes that were copper, and we love the patina, originally they were gilded like this one. So this dragon was recently re-gilded in gold to
finish. Yeah.
Yes, and also just to represent how it was originally meant to be at the top of the building.
I mean, nothing says fancy like a gilded dragon.
A gilded dragon. And then and you might think when you look at it, this close-up version, you're like, oh, that looks like something I could order off Amazon. But no, this was made in 1891. It's very large, it's a lot larger. Do you see the person? Like I wanted to include this person here so you can kind of like get an idea of scale of these antique weather vanes.
They could have made her prettier. I'm just saying.
And bigger.
Well, it's pretty big. I mean, I don't know. I think this was my favorite. This is the last one I'm sharing, you guys. This is my last slide of weather vanes. This was my favorite one.
Awesome.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be more owls.
We all like Halloween.
I got the laugh.
Okay. All right. So I hope, I was driving all day, you guys. So grant me a little grace with this presentation.
Laura said she modeled for that weather vane. They caught her on our way home.
Oh, Laura.
And Kim hopped in. Hi, Kim.
Oh, let me see. I'm missing people.
There should be a black cat.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Kim. Thanks for coming. Okay.
I have a new favorite thing. I should go grab it.
Okay. I have things in my car, but I didn't take those out. But when I arrived, Susan gave me something. So I said, I can use this as my new favorite thing. Do you want to go get your thing first, or do you want me to show mine?
Wait, let me go grab mine, and then we'll show both.
Okay, that sounds good. Oh my goodness, you guys. So I got about 2-3 hours sleep and then got woken up by a storm. And Michelle too. And we both were woken up by it. It just immense lightning flashes. It was a lot. It was a lot. A lot of hard rain and lightning. The lightning is what was tripping me out.
Right.
It was like a strobe practically.
Wow.
So yeah. And then I had to drive all day. All right. So do you want to do yours first, or do you want me to do mine?
You go.
Okay. Let me put that down.
Baker.
And I'm gonna, there we go. Okay. So I got this sweet little gift from Susan, and it's one of those awesome shell trinket boxes that you open like a little kiss lock purse. And it's so sweet. I just love it. Look at my new favorite thing, you guys. Now you guys have to help me decide what we're gonna put in here. Jewelry, probably a cameo would be my go-to.
Ooh, a morning cameo would be pretty in there.
Yeah. So isn't that awesome? It's brass around all the edges. So sweet. Love it.
It's like, welcome to Tennessee.
Thank you. Because I love shells. And I thought that was very sweet. So, pearls. Obviously, right? Yeah. I think Amy's got it. Pearls would be perfect. Okay.
Sparkly brooch. Mm-hmm. With pearls.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, everybody was packing up the flea market when we were walking around because it appeared like it was going to rain. And we met a couple who, buys storage units. And so they had some really fun stuff. And one is a table I'm trying to both talk myself into and out of buying,
Mm-hmm.
They'll be there next week, though, so Heather can see it. But then as I was walking away, I saw this. And, one of my collections is sharp, pointy things.
Oh.
And they had this. And look at the inlay on the handle. It's
really nice.
Super pretty. And this comes off, so I can put it on my belt loop should I need to. And I know the scabbard's missing probably a metal piece here. But look, can you see the design on the blade?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So pretty. I can't remember where they said this was from. I'll have to do some research on it, but it was lovely.
Yeah, it's really nice. That looks really well made. I mean, I'm not at all a connoisseur of metalsmithed works at all, but from my untrained eye, it looks really nicely made. But,
Gabby, this is like the smallest of knives that I own, so don't worry about
it. Yeah, she's not just knives. She likes the swords.
I like swords. I like swords. This one's not big enough to open a champagne bottle, I don't believe.
I can see her strapping that on the side of her leg, going through the jungle. And
no, that's what the machete is for, Susan.
See, and you have a machete.
I do.
Yep.
Okay. Amy, I'm pretty certain that it is a silk iron, and the lip is to keep the hot coals in the bowl of it. And since it's a silk iron, it now lives in my laundry room.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So.
Oh yeah. Angela is a secret ninja.
Yeah.
It's the only explanation.
The only Angela with, absolutely no sneaking ability. Yeah, sure.
Oh my
But
goodness.
let's see. I did not bring a quote for this week,
That's okay.
but
I'm just glad I got through my weather vanes okay.
Yes.
Did you like it?
I think you did awesome.
join me back on the screen.
Oh, yes. I'm coming. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, we're a little early, but I don't have anything else unless they have a question. Yeah. I got nothing. It was a long drive.
If you have a favorite memory from a B&B episode, please let me know. I want to do something fun for our anniversary show next week. So if there's something that sticks out in your brain that you want to relive, shoot me an email or message me on Instagram.
Or we could remember when we did the Ask Me Anything at the beginning? What if we did Ask Me Anything questions again?
We can do that again. If you have questions for us, bring
yeah.
them. Next week, we're just celebrating.
We're just hanging out.
Fun.
So
Heather and I are going to be doing a craft to commemorate.
Yeah.
D&D.
I think that would be fun while we're doing our craft. We could ask you anything questions. That could be fun. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Keep the questions on B&B topics, y'all.
But that's no fun. Maybe what if we got a few would you rather questions?
Well, I mean, that can be fun too.
Yeah.
Well, you can ask. We may not answer.
Do you want to tell them the craft we're gonna do?
Sure. Did you find something?
I didn't. So, but I have time because I've got 3 days with Susan. So,
crap.
We're gonna make like a fairy garden in a teacup.
Yeah, we're gonna make teacup fairy gardens. So I just need to get a teacup to make my garden.
I have to get a few more supplies, but
so you just need a teacup.
Yeah, and do I need supplies too, or are you going to get supplies?
No, I think I have plenty of supplies, but I mean, I need like floral foam and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Filler. We'll go out to the garage.
Have you guys seen Susan's garage?
Many things for as long as I've been collecting everything else. So
yeah. Who knows what I could find in your garage?
There's no telling.
I mean, I should make that a video. I'm shopping Susan's garage.
Oh God. You get lost. The bins are so high. Where am I?
Yes, if you have a teacup and you have, supplies and you want to craft along with us, you absolutely can.
Oh, that'd be awesome too.
Or if you don't want to do it as a fairy garden, a teacup diorama, like a teacup.
So what all do we need for this project?
Well,
things to stick in a teacup.
Yeah. Like we did a segment. It was, I don't know if it was Rustic Reborn. It was some sort of, I think it was probably for the repurposing of like a teacup. And it was just, soil. It was fairy gardens, but mini in a little teacup. So just on a miniature scale.
Yeah.
So we thought we would, try it out just for fun. Just like a fun thing to do while we're chatting.
Twist, the swords are the least of things you have to worry about when it comes to my collections. You go to Stage and Intermission, there are bigger fish to fry. Let's just say. All right.
Okay. Well, thanks guys for coming. It was touch and go there if I was even going to be able to go live. So
I know. I put the wrong letter where it's supposed to be a lowercase.
Laura, you're supposed to be on my side. I don't play with the swords after cocktails.
All righty. Good.
I will use them to open bubbly.
I've
Yes.
seen that.
That's
Yes,
about
I've
it.
seen that on video.
Hey, what was a movie that did that?
Yeah, she literally sheared the bottle with her sword.
Somewhere in Las
No,
Vegas.
you just have to hit it in the right spot, and the pressure does the rest of the work. You just gotta line it up correctly, you know.
She's done it right off of her porch.
We might have to do that.
Maybe we
for
should.
the anniversary.
Although I am not handling the sharp instruments. I'm just gonna stand aside and let Angela have the show.
I have a new knife. I have a new sword I would like to use for that. Actually. Okay, I will. Everybody's asking me to do that, so
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I do have a bottle of bubbly.
Oh wait, no, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy wants you to do live chats.
Me?
Like she wants you to start a live chat show.
Oh, Kathy, really? Do you really want me to do a live chat? No. It's too much involved. Look, we got a ring light. See it? There's cords everywhere.
No, I'll do it with sparkling Moscato, Sheila. I will not harm good champagne with the savoring. I promise.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Join us next week on my channel.
Yes,
Really?
please. We want to see you. We want to hang out with you for our anniversary. I'm so excited that I'm going to be with Angela next week. So I hope you come.
I'll be there.
Awesome.
Bye, everybody.
All right, you guys.